Hello, well, watching in today's first video, having a look at Weather Week ahead for today's first video. As always, on a Saturday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the coming week. So, going to be a changeable week coming up, actually. We're going to start off very mild. It's going to be spring-like, in fact, across some parts of the country tomorrow, but we will have a colder interlude around the middle part of the week. Winds will turn back into the north, so we'll have more cold winds, and there will be some rain and snow around as well midweek, and then we probably end the week on a milder note again. And then beyond that, sort of from next weekend and then further into the first week of February, that's when things start to get very, very interesting, because it really is on a knife edge between the chance of some very cold, I do mean very cold, easterly winds and the risk of some significant snow, or we could just stay mild, wet, with the winds in from the west and no notably cold outbreak at all. And which way that's going to go is really outside of the weekend forecast time frame, so I'm not going to sort of focus on that for this update, but it's just a case of watch this space and let's see how it plays out. But we'll have a look at weather for the week ahead, and I'll get on that for you in a second. Just to say that websites using full week ahead broadcasting from theweatheroutlook.com and weathercentre.de, and you can find a link to both of those websites on the links page. Later on today, we'll have our first update looking at the ENSO region, so El Nino, La Nina, all of that kind of thing. If you find that interesting, that'll be with you later on this afternoon, so watch out for that. We're going to begin with the radar picture. This is the latest from the Weather Outlook. So we've got an area of quite heavy rain still across England and Wales. It is showering in nature. You can see that by the areas where we don't have rain. But there is some quite heavy bursts around in some places. Further north, the rain is clearing, but it's turning more showery up in the north. Some of those showers are quite heavy across northern and western parts of Scotland. Also quite windy up in the north as well. This rain is introducing much milder air from off the Atlantic. So if I overlay the temperatures, you'll see, but across England and Wales, the temperatures are still into single figures, but further north, it's a very mild afternoon. It will be very mild afternoon, with temperatures going up to around 10 or 11, and they may increase a little bit more than that, actually, through the remainder of this afternoon. Here today's Arctic pressure chart, we've got high pressure to the southwest, we've got low pressure to the northwest, and we're bringing in, behind that area of wet weather, we're bringing in some really quite mild and balmy sort of west to southwesterly winds. So for the rest of this afternoon, we'll see rain turning increasingly showery in nature across England and Wales, and pushing down into the southeast. We'll keep a legacy of a lot of cloud, though, across the country through the course this afternoon, with the brightest of the breaks probably in the north and the northwest. Winds become strong and gusty across Scotland. In fact, they could touch gale force by this evening in the far north of Scotland, but temperatures will be mild. Temperatures ranging from around, well, it's at the moment, it's around 7 or 8 degrees in the southeast, but they'll be lifting up to around 10 degrees by the end of the afternoon. Generally, by the end of this afternoon, those temperatures will range from around 10 to 14 degrees Celsius. Overnight tonight, we're going to stay in that very mild west or southwesterly flow. A weather front will heading towards Northern Ireland and western Scotland, bring cloud and outbreaks of rain to them. But elsewhere, a lot of dry weather tonight. Expect plenty of cloud, but there might be a few clearer breaks coming through. It's a breezy night as well, and temperatures are going to be very mild tonight as well, ranging around 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. Into Sunday, and we're going to find the weather front becomes increasingly active across Scotland. Further south, we're close to this region, it'll be mainly dry and still bringing in those balmy west to southwesterly winds. So rain will become heavy and persistent across Scotland through the course of Sunday, particularly in the north and west, but even the eastern part of Scotland could get some quite wet weather. Elsewhere, a fair amount of dry weather, a few patches of light rain or drizzle coming and going, but generally going to be fairly dry tomorrow. And we'll have quite a lot of cloud, but a few bright or sunny breaks could come through as well. A remarkably mild day tomorrow. Temperatures will generally be ranging from around, say, 10 to 14 degrees. But here and there, it isn't impossible. We might go higher than that. So I wouldn't be totally ruling out 15 or even 16 degrees somewhere across eastern England through the course of Sunday afternoon. That's 59 to 61 Fahrenheit. Of course, it won't feel that mild up in the north because here we have outbreaks of heavy and persistent rain. But despite the rain, at least it will be mild. We go through into Monday and we start to bring a cold front southwards across the country. So Monday begins probably with a band of quite heavy rain across parts of southwest Scotland, Northern Ireland and northern England. That rain will push further southwards and eastwards across England and Wales through the course of Monday afternoon, probably turning lighter and more showery in nature as it does so. And then following along behind, we'll have brighter skies with sunny spells, but the air will start to turn colder, so showers could turn wintry over high ground across parts of Scotland and maybe down to Northern Ireland by the end of Monday afternoon. Temperatures still very mild in the south at around 13 or 14 degrees despite the rain, but up in the north it's going to be turning colder. Temperatures across Scotland may start off at around 7 or 8, but I think they'll fall away, probably no better than around 3 or 4 by the end of Monday afternoon. Tuesday sees another change. We'll start off under a weak ridge of high pressure, but this next area of low pressure will be heading in from off the Atlantic. Tuesday could have a frosty start, but there'll be some decent sunny spells coming through. Cloud and outbreaks of rain will start to gather in the northwest and begin to push southwards and eastwards through the course of Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. But much of England and Wales will actually stay dry on Tuesday with a fair amount of sunshine. Rain mainly for Scotland and Northern Ireland. There could be some hill snow as well. Temperatures generally into single figures, so a colder day ranging around 3 to 8 degrees Celsius, about average for the time of the year. And then that low pressure pushes through during the course of Tuesday into Wednesday. As it clears away to the east on Wednesday, it'll start to turn the winds back into the north once again, so becoming colder midweek. Wednesday will begin with cloud and outbreaks of rain spreading southwards and eastwards across the country, followed by brighter skies and wintry showers. And these wintry showers during Wednesday afternoon may start to band together to give some more prolonged spells of rain, sleet or snow. And there could be some significant accumulations of snow by the end of Wednesday across parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England particularly, but not exclusively, over high ground. Temperatures in the south will rise to around 6 or 7 degrees early on and then may fall away during the afternoon. In the north, probably no better, around 2 or 3 degrees. And feeling bitterly cold in the north in those strong north to northwesterly winds. Winds turning to the north overnight Wednesday to Thursday, so that's going to bring the colder air even further south. Almost anywhere could get a little bit of snow overnight Wednesday to Thursday, so if you get up early enough on Thursday morning, you may wake up to a covering of snow, and it's not totally limited to high ground. We may see a little bit on lower ground too. Generally, we'll start off with rain, sleet or snow across the country, but as that low pressure moves away to our east, we'll find this little transient ridge building in from the west. So rain, sleet and snow to start with during the course of Thursday morning. That generally pushes away, and then brighter skies with lighter winds and marine wave sunshine following from the west. It'll be a cold day, temperatures ranging from around just 1 or 2 degrees at best in the far north to maybe 5 or 6 degrees in the south, but it'll feel colder than that in those northerly winds. Any snow that starts off lying on the ground on Thursday morning should melt away, though, quite quickly through the course of the day. And then Friday is going to bring us yet another change as the next area of low pressure starts to push in from off the Atlantic. So we may have a frost on Thursday night into Friday morning, but that'll very quickly go as cloud and outbreaks of rain spreads across the country west to east during the course of Friday, followed along behind by brighter skies and showers. Temperatures get a boost with this wet weather on Friday as well, so after quite a cold start in the east, we'll eventually finish up on quite a mild note, temperatures generally rising back into double digits across most parts of the country. And then that takes us into a very uncertain weekend and beyond. So this is how things are looking on Saturday, where the wind is coming in from off the Atlantic, and then that continues into Sunday as well. However, other model runs want to bring much colder air to us during the course of next weekend, and then into the following days, sort of Monday the 5th, Tuesday the 6th of February. Other models want to turn the wind in to the east. I'll give you one ensemble member from the GFS ensembles. This is ensemble member number 20, just to show you how this ensemble member is evolving. So we start off very similar through the week. We get that colder, unsettled spell midweek. Then the wind's turning into the north and the northeast. And then after that, as we go through the weekend, next weekend, 3rd, 4th of February, we increasingly build up the high pressure over Scandinavia. We turn the winds into the east with bitterly cold air flooding across the country from Scandinavia and Central Europe. That would bring daytime temperatures below freezing all day as we run into sort of the following week. And it would also bring heavy snow from the east as well. So we've got two possible scenarios playing out here, starting next weekend and then running further into the following week. Either it will stay quite mild with the wind remaining from the west, such as we see here, with this GFS 6 o'clock run that we'll be using full weekend forecast, or we may turn things significantly colder, and obviously we'll be keeping you updated on how all that is playing out over the coming days. Finally, just having a look at charts and weather outlook. So coming back to today, showers or longer spells of rain across England and Wales, generally turning more showery in nature, but we'll keep it cloudy, and it's going to be a very mild day as well. Very mild tomorrow, exceptionally so, perhaps in one or two places. Some rain across Scotland, but elsewhere mainly dry, and a few brighter sunny spells could lift the temperatures into the mid-teens Celsius. A band of rain moves southwards on Monday, introducing colder air from the north, and then we go through into Tuesday with a mainly dry day for England and Wales, but more rain up in the north. Wednesday sees wet weather pushing southwards and eastwards, and it eventually starts to turn quite a lot colder. So as we go through into Thursday, we may well have some wintry showers to begin with on Thursday, but generally things will turn drier and brighter from the north and from the west during the course of the day, but it'll be quite a cold day on Thursday, but then change happens again on Friday as cloud and much milder temperatures move back in from off the Atlantic Ocean. A really changeable week coming up. So in summary, we're going to start off very mild, and there'll be a taste of spring in the air for tomorrow. Things start to turn a bit cooler on Monday, and then it gets colder around the middle part of the week with rain, sleet or snow across the country midweek, and then for the end of the week the temperature becomes much milder again with more wet weather coming in from off the Atlantic. And then where things go through the next weekend and into the following week, that really is on that knife edge. Right, that's all for now. Come back later on for our first look of the year at El Nino, La Nina and all that kind of thing, but that's all for now, and thanks for watching.